The idea is to explain to you a little bit about the Costa Rica, how the one plant is original from Costa Rica. The name is Costa Rica walking horses. These horses grow the same day the horse is born, moving the leg natural. This is the breed of these horses. There's Paso Fino horses, Peruvian Paso Fino horses, and Spanish horses together. This horses is really popular in Costa Rica for parades, for shows, for work, because it's very smooth horses for riding. In the country you live, maybe you no understand this one, but in Costa Rica, only 10 years ago, 40 years ago, it's completely country. A lot of cities, a lot of towns don't have roads, don't have access. It's only 10 or 40 years ago. So the horses representing Costa Rica is really good helper for transportation, for everything. Cows, for keep cows, for grow, for the agriculture, for everything. But also, Costa Rica is a lot of hills, raining a lot. Yes, providing horses not too big, not too wide, and also good small horses for riding long distance, because sometimes you're riding all day by horse, and also it is safe horses for riding in the hills. These horses have really good complements because moving the legs moving diagonal, it have a lot of good traction on the back part, and it's really helpful for the mountain and everything. For example, I have quite a horses here also at home, and quite a horses, I go down this hill, the quite a horse is slipper because it's too heavy. This she walking, running in the hill, not have any problem, right? This is the difference. So you see, when she walking, also these horses have a lot of good disposition. You see the tail is a little bit higher. She like music, she like to dance and everything. You see the leg, the back leg? Horses moving the back leg inside the Okay. You see, this temperament is very nice for working because there's no need heating, no need kicking, no need sport. They're going to have a lot of disposition for everything. But also I am really proud to talk a little bit my story about horses because here rescue. I have my program for rescue horses for a long time ago. I'm really proud to explain to people about horses when the horses change the life because no have value. The people are like killing because no have possibility to training. This is the story for her. I buy her only 3 months ago. Very skinny, really angry. She bite, kicking, really afraid. Now she's doing good, but I need a little more work. The problem is she has the accident before, but the people don't understand what kind of accident she has. Also, I understand also. But part of my training is recognize what kind of problem the animal has, and start to fix it more natural as possible. She has right here, it's a block the rib. Yes, for why she jumping all the time, because when people put the saddle has pressure right in the problem. They keep jumping all the time and fighting and biting and kicking. This is my friend work for horses. Put this corral. I sit over there and put along to see what happens, what kind of temperament that she's had, what kind of problem that she's in. And I start to look what happens. And I recognize that she has the problem. So I start to fix it. Before I put my hand here, she kicked me. I put my hand here and she bite me. She has a lot of pain. So the idea to rescue horses is not only fix the animal, the animal grow to better quality, right? She don't have the name, now has a beautiful name, Gandhi is the name. Gandhi because he is like Gandhi, and she know everything. I talking to her 2 minutes, and she recognized everything forever. So that's really nice. The idea to my program for rescue horses, I explained before, I never training horses about pressure. I never training horses about fighting to the animal, kicking, or using the spur, or using the chain to the horse moving the leg. I like training horses the same way that I educate my family. Because it's really funny, because 40 years ago, also I have a lot of problems. I grow in the street, I don't grow in the family. I never stay living in one family. I live all my life, I live alone. Just one day here, the next day there, another month there. Is the street is my house. So you live in the street, you know a lot, but also very hard. It's a lot of drugs, a lot of bad people. I have my leg broken, my arm broken, I have a knife on my body, I have everything. It's because when you live in the country, you never know. If you live in the street, you never know. But 40 years ago, I had a big accident. He said, no, I need change my life. I don't know how. Now it's easy. My son had problems, only told me or called me, and I told him in 5 minutes, you have my help. In my situation, no. I don't have nobody help me because I don't have nothing. So this, in this moment when they understand what kind of life I have. See, and I recognize what kind of life I have very, very afraid. I say, wow, terrible. Because I keep 5 rules for understanding more. For me, it's more easy to recognize every day to fix my own life. This is the 5 rules that I'm doing in this moment. Intuition, limits, persevering, respect, and love. When I recognize this rule, it's time to fix my life. It's very simple because the first rule I needed to recognize what kind of problem I have. But I don't have problem because I have every problem, but I don't have problem. Everybody has problem. Yeah, the people not like me, but it's not for me, it's for problem for other people not like me, right? So this is the situation. I need to recognize what kind of problem I have first. When I understand I have a lot of problems, I start to fix it. 30 years ago, also I don't have nothing, but I have married, in this moment I married for 34 years ago. Because I used to defy rule for 7 years, I understand my life changed completely. I have more responsibility, more everything. I married. After the 4 years, I don't have nothing. I have my daughter, my son, my wife, and I. But I don't have furniture, I don't have home, I don't have horses, I don't have possibilities also because I never go to the school, I never study. See, how is possible I dream about house? It's really funny because 10 years ago I had the opportunity to buy my first horse. It's very beautiful horse for me, but everybody for me is bad horse, ugly, he's skinny, scratch, have a lot of problems. So I say, okay, I take this horse for this 5 rules. Because change my life, but why not possible change his life? It's really funny because I buy this horse for $20. I only charge in this time $20 per week, $10 per week to work in my machine. Because I work in 4 weeks to pay the horse. After the 4 weeks, I start to train. In this situation, 3 months later, I sell the horse for $3,000. I start to work for myself. Because in this moment, I understand this rule is magic because it helped me a lot to fix my own life and later have the opportunity to train horses. It's very simple because a lot of people have horses, broken horses, no have value, and I understand it's possible for me to fix this animal. Because I buy horses for this money and sell it for this money. This is very nice because at this moment start my new life, I said to everybody, because in this moment I understand I have something to work for myself. Right? Before this one, I don't have idea what happened for my life. In this moment, I say, oh, now I have possible. This moment to now, I rescue, I don't know, 100 horses. In this money, I use it for buy my properties to my children study, to buy cars, for everything, right? But the situation is not really talking about money, thinking about my life. It's very beautiful when I buy horses. If the horses don't have nothing value, and 2, 3, 4 months later, go to compete in the horse champion in Costa Rica. So I'm very proud. Now I prepare her because, in my opinion, she is my new champion in Costa Rica. But I need 6 months, more or less. I prepare her for April. I think in April that she is doing good. But now I'm training her about these 5 rules. The first rule they use is intuition. The problem in the rib, I recognize that she has problem, fix the problem. She is afraid, she bites, she kicks, she have any problem, okay, sorry, right? Now I understand you have problem, but I'm talking about limits. This is my life. I have problems, but I don't have limits. I don't have nothing limit in my life. Everything for me is easy. Children, when the children grow, if you don't introduce a limit at this age, later you have big problem, right? Because now it's beautiful. It's really funny. So children grow and don't have limits. They need limit for everything. And your home, you need limit, and your economy, you need limit, and your life, you need limit forever. Therefore, why the children born, I need to introduce a limit in home. It's like my home. I have 2 boys, my daughter. I don't need to talk nothing to my family about my regulation for home. Everybody knows. Because how the people know? Because of the little growing by this limit. The children understand, never smoking home, never drinking at home, no girlfriend in the bedroom or something like that. This is, I don't need fighting to this boy for this one. The limit is there. This is horses. She is really excited, she is really afraid. Okay, now it's quiet. Because she understands limit. I say, hey, stop. I understand she have a lot of anxiety, she have a lot, but say, stop. No more fun. Because my other rule they use is persevering, because for this situation, I need persevering every day. You need persevering in your life, everybody needs persevering in this life. I go to the people go to the school, go to the high school, working, the beginning of the little work, later have more big work, and the beginning of the little money, then they have more money, because it's for persevering. You're persevering in life. The persevering is really important. And horses are very funny, because horses have big head, a small mind. Horses have only 2 seconds mind to understand the order. After the 2 seconds, don't understand that. So you talk to him, remember last year, he remember. You talk to her, remember 5 minutes ago, she don't remember nothing. Right? It's because horses working more like focus. 3 seconds. So depends on my attitude, my body and everything, and 3 seconds they can understand me or not. Respect another rule is really funny, because I think the more problem they have when they grow is the people not respect me. The people not respect me, I don't respect other people. I don't respect police, I don't respect all person, I don't respect nothing, because nobody respects me. But it's really funny, because the respect they're talking about is not the people respect me, it's my own respect. For why I need to respect my body. For why it's not possible drinking, smoking, fighting, whatever. Because I need to respect my own. When they respect my own, everybody respects me. And like horses. Horses recognize respect more the people. Because I have 2 choices, afraid or respect. I remember when I buy hair, I move my hand with this one, the ears shine, because the people hitting a lot. She's really afraid. Because the kid jumping, people thinking is angry to the people hitting. So they get more afraid. Now, this is hard for me introducing new system to her, because the kid, I don't believe how the kid thinking. But little by little, I use a little stick like that to the key. Hey. So the key recognize I don't have any problem with that. Right? Because I know healing, I know kicking. You know how I need to spray to this one, because I know never use this one for kick. It's like there. Hey. with this. I is the more dangerous farm with horses because he is very dangerous for me, but he is small no more because he understands now. I respect her. I respect for food, I respect for water, I respect for cleaning, I respect for everything. She by me before. Open your mouth. Hey, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Good? Now she not bite anymore. Because she understands if I need it. This is when the horses understand respect, it's very beautiful because only you talk, oh, she understands. In my other rule, they used to say no. Because everything in the life you need to do the law. If you work in my law, you're not working, you don't have work. Everybody, all my workers, they say to me, Alex, how did you grow up 4 o'clock in the morning and go to your bed 11 o'clock? You're not tired? I said, no. Because I love my work. Sometimes you come here at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I have one horse. He walking in eye training. In the night time. But why in the night time? Because there's nobody there, it's quiet, no people, seeing eye only. But I enjoy this part. But if you work in my law, you know how work. This is my 5 rule. I am really proud to talking about like that because the hair father is really funny because I buy him when he have 12 and a half years, nobody training. He buy me, broken my leg in the same day. 4 months, 6 months later, 4 months I have cast in my leg. In 6 months I trained him in the heat champion in Costa Rica for 7 times. He is the father. Right now, the first fight champion for 3 years ago to now is brother and sister there. This is really, really proud of it. Different kind of competition. Costa Rica have a lot of competition, right? There's not only one. I use this horse for dancing, for shows, also for natural games, for everything. This horse is more for fun. Thank you for coming. I hope you're liking. I'm really proud to talk a little bit about my life because I love my life, right? I live here in the small country, but also I have the farm and I produce everything. I produce more than 60%, 7% that I eat it, what I use it for living. Because I'm really proud because everything is possible for horses. In almost 10 years ago, I did the portrait to the people by smoking and drinking, come to my farm to change the life. And right now, more than 25 people speak the life about the 5 rules. It's also my daughter using now for, I don't know in English,
equestrian teaching. Yeah.
No, equine therapy. Because
Therapy.
Equine therapy. She has almost 30 children. Every time come to receive therapy. And also the children are more for fun, not for riding. It's really funny because all working about this 5 rule, you talk to my son, everybody recognize this 5 rule by like the support. It's really, really nice. It's really funny because I don't like this sign, the color is ugly, but this is present for 5 children for Minnesota. These 5 children come 1 year, stay here for 1 week or 2 weeks. These children have, I don't know the name in English for the product for the children. Almost, I think I hear it's die before the 15 years because change completely the attitude, no moving the hands, too many problems. But the children don't have also, no have limits, no have nothing. It's the wife and the women, the mother, and 3 helping. Coming this time, it's very difficult. You sit one child for 10 minutes. All the time, play, going, no have nothing. The second year the children coming, you said to him, sit there, and he said there for hours, don't have any problem. The guy bring me this one for present because to this rule changed the life. Because I'm really proud to. Thank you for coming.